Oops, oops. Ah, you finally arrived. I've been watching as you cut down many of my subjects. Yeah, pity about that. That's a way more fun way of getting sterilized using magic. It's like way more fun than them just snipping everything up down there. Hi, welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to even more variety gaming. Cedric and Odious. A top-down, medieval, dark RPG game. Looked a bit Souls and Survivors-esque in terms of the general design, but the combat is a bit hectic. Saw some bullet hell elements already in the preview. And first order of business, check out the soundtrack together with me. It slaps. It slaps, even with the thunder sound, it slaps. It's been, I think, a year since I have held a controller. Ever since I stopped playing Rocket League, I don't have any controller games anymore, to be honest, so I'm excited to try this on again. Cedric lies dead for hundreds of years. He is summoned from the grave by our ex-friend Odious. I don't think he's our friend anymore. Flesh covers bones. Look at us, god damn. That is a handsome looking Cedric fella right there. Sorry for the flashbang. Welcome. Oh man, my body aches. Yeah, being dead will do that, but welcome back. You look familiar. We used to be old friends. My name is Odious. It's been a long while. Sorcerers live hundreds of years, but mortals, not so much. Why did you bring me back as an old man? That is a good question. Your mind was always sharper than your sword, and it was at this age where you were the wisest. At least, restore my hair. There's nothing wrong with going bald. You don't have to be insecure. You will still be handsome. Don't worry about it. Just giving myself a little speech. Very well. Okay, that looks better, though. That looks a lot cooler. So why am I even here? Why are any of us even here? Stop making the same jokes. The world is run by a bunch of morons. I'm pretty sure I could do a much better job. It's really sad, but I need someone to help retire these people from power. And why would I help you? Well, you really don't have a choice, old friend. Every time you die, it will hurt you just as bad as the first time, and I'll still bring you back to fight for me again. That's an interesting roguelike premise. We're stuck in an endless loop. Alright, enough talk. Let's get started. Wait, what? Training grounds. Not really a choice, so I guess that's what we will be starting off with. Welcome to your training. Let's get started. Where are you? Are you in the walls or something? Welcome to the hall. I have a surprise for you. Use numpad or D-pad or joystick to walk. It's a sword. Let me pick up that sword then. How do I use the sword? Okay, now we need to practice killing things with the sword. I'll summon a training dummy. That is a training dummy. Hit the dummy 3 times. Well, I already did once, even before you told me to. Boom. Great. Stabbing enemies in the back does extra damage. Try it out. Well, this is the back. That's a lot of extra damage. What the hell? Why is the dummy bleeding? I don't know. Extra realism? Just ignore it. Hang on. Let me open up this next area. Well, thank you. Seems like we're gonna have to do some rolling over the spikes. You will need to dodge roll in order to make it through. Okay, but I want to check out these hay bales. These hay bales first. Guess it doesn't make sense for me to check them out because they don't disappear even when I slice at them. Dodge roll. Alright. Okay. Easy enough. We're a master. We're a master. Great job. You did it. Both attacking and dodging saps your stamina. That's right. You only have 1 bar in the top left. If you get too tired, take a little break and you will recover. I'm going for top right camera placement. That seems to block nothing because I was blocking a bit of the dialogue already. Press square to jump. That's quite a large jump. Am I in the sky? You can use your dodge roll to get across small gaps. Wait, so you're not even going to explain it. Watch your step. That's not so helpful. I pressed the wrong button immediately. I'm glad I was still a bit hesitant. Nothing in the pots, but that'll surely change once we really get into the nitty-gritty of things. Alright, almost done. Knock this guy off the cliff. Try it. It's fun. Goodbye. You have died. See? Wasn't that great? Alright, I think you're ready for the next stage. I think I'm ready for the next stage too. Pretty straightforward, but of course these were the basics of the basics, and my mouse is in the middle of the screen. Things are only bound to get more difficult from here. We're going to cover using items next. Let's start with passive items. Walk up the hall and grab that shield. I will not walk up the hall, I will roll up the hall. Great, so with passive items like a shield, you really don't need to do anything. Let me show you. I will turn on this turret. Just block the arrows with the shield until it breaks. Block the arrows. In a passive manner. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And then we're headed into 3. And wouldn't you believe it? After 3 might just come number 4. Nice job. Let me open up this next area. Go walk up the hall and pick up that weapon. Another weapon. What is this? Saber. This item is an active item. It requires you to take action in order to use it. Also, you can only hold 2 at a time, so choose wisely. Try it out on the dummies ahead. I will do that. Use left item, left trigger. Use right item, right trigger. This is my right item and I am blocking it immediately. Let's try on this for size then. Whoops. I think this saber is what we are using, right? I don't think I pressed my button on purpose, but that's okay. One more area and I think we have a 0-3 ahead of us as well. Ooh, yeah. A little bow and arrow. I'm gonna pop up some targets for you. You can hold down right trigger and use the right joystick, what the fuck, to aim. While aiming, you can also move side to side. Need to cancel out, just attack or dodge roll while aiming. Okay, that was the most pristine shot I've ever seen. This is gonna be hard as dicks to hit with like the timing and stuff. Just so you know, if you ever get yourself killed, I can bring you back. But your items, not so much. Those always stay left behind. Great job. Okay, let me bring you over. I want us to make a verbal agreement. Easy enough, this tutorial area. Another victory in the books. Here we are, back with our old friend Odious. Alright, I think you're ready. I wanted to meet you again one more time face to face to ensure that you are satisfied with our agreement. Arrangement, maybe. Something about this room brings back memories. Look, we can't get into that now. Are you ready to work for me? Yes, I'm ready. Refusing makes no sense. He will probably just kill me, revive me, show me that it's still painful, and then ask me again until I agree, so... Glad to hear it. Get out of here. That was it. Oh, that was a sublime victory. Really well played by me there, if I can toot my own horn for a second. Beautiful. So now the training grounds are completed, and these just indicated the rooms we could be in. Thornwood. What dangers will we get ourselves into in Thornwood? Get absolutely bodied. I don't want to kill the random enemies. The random animals, rather. I want to kill random enemies, that's for sure, but not the random animals. People, fans of the Onkruid channel, will know that I am a bit of a pacifist. A bit of a pacifist and a bit of a peaceful player, especially when it comes to things in nature. That was easy enough, to say the least. Just a couple of slimes, just a couple of gooey, gloomy old slimes. Okay, this already looks a bit more challenging. Not if we attack from behind, though. Kill an enemy by stabbing it in the back. That is a beautiful Steam achievement right there. Okay, the difficulty is probably gonna ramp up a bit afterwards, I can imagine. I think the main opponent we have right now is our stamina bar. We use the slime to kill one of the enemies here. That's at least funny and cool already. And we got hit. That might not be perfect. I wonder if there is gonna be ranks and stuff evaluating your performance in the levels, because it seems that right now we can't really do anything wrong. Famous last words. I don't want to say anything about like, oh, this game is easy or whatever, because I don't want it to be another respaced debacle where I get absolutely bodied by the game. Goodbye. Knocking enemies off the edge. That's gonna be beautiful. Ooh, that was a pristine dodge right there. If I do say so myself. And I am saying it myself because I am making this content. Nobody else is gonna say it. I presume we can also use their arrows to damage their own. Okay, this guy can block. I didn't learn that in the tutorial. I don't think there is a block button for me, or they have not explained it yet at least. It's quite cute. It's quite a nice looking game. Some nice pixel art, some nice environments, enough differentiation in the environment to not feel like, oh, this forest again. And the water looks fine. The pizza's fine. Which is better, the water or the pizza? You ain't hitting me. There's some boars on my radar over there. I'm scared. Nice backstab. Another nice backstab. Decapitation. How do they attack? They just run at you. I don't want to lose sight of the ranged guys, because I think they can propose the largest challenge for us if we lose track of them. Okay. Okay, as soon as the boar comes too close to you, it kind of gets an exclamation point above its head and it just jumps onto your face, it seems like. Like that. Oh, and that's hard to dodge. I have a little bit of time left before I have to head over to a friend who lives in Antwerp, so it's gonna be a bit of a train ride. Cedric has risen. You just leveled up. Allocate upgrade points in order to make Cedric more formidable. Remember, you are able to reassign these points at any time by accessing the pause menu. Okay. I think my stamina is what I'm struggling with most at this point in time, so I would love to increase that bar a little bit. We are gonna eat some noodles that she is gonna create, for which I am very grateful because they sound delicious. They're with peanut butter, and it's really a dish that I absolutely love. And then we're gonna go to a live jazz cafe, or try to do that at least, which is something that I am also looking forward to because I don't have an endless amount of friends that are into jazz. In fact, I'll go as far as to say that I don't have many friends into jazz. So normally it's an art form that I enjoy by myself, but now I can rely on my trusty friend Amber to enjoy it with me, which is very nice. Her boyfriend is coming with us as well. Looking forward to meeting him. It's gonna be a fun evening. There's a part of me that's also just like, I'm having quite a chill day, and just staying inside doesn't sound like the worst idea ever. But there's another part of me that's like, okay, I have a social life as well. I want to have a social life as well. I'm also gonna enjoy the train time because I'm gonna spend it reading. So it's not gonna be bad, right? I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have a blast. And again, did I stutter when I said peanut butter noodles? You cannot... one simply does not pass up on peanut butter noodles. Not in my opinion, at least. Beautiful. I don't know what 1/6. I don't know how many of the forest levels there are, but it seemed like there were quite a lot. A bomb. Is that a one-time use? I don't think it is, and I think I threw that quite perfectly. Boars seem to be not that strong as long as you're quick enough. What is going on? Okay, that's to get out of here. Or is that to get to some kind of boss fight? Because I feel like we will end off with a boss fight in this forest, right? Oops, oops. I wanted to press dodge, and for some reason I pressed bomb and just threw my bomb ahead of the place I was dodging into and flew right into it myself. I don't know what this is, but if it is a health potion, then by all means, give it to me. And then the saber as well. Okay, we're finally getting some items at least. What is this? Do we need to do something with this? It does look like a health potion now, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's what we needed. Give me the saber. Nobody's getting close to me. How long can we spin this around for? Just as long as we can? No. Fire splash. Do we want to replace anything? Can we pick up the saber again, or is it gone? I think it might be gone. Thank you, archer friend. Alright, so we really have to make decisions. It's not like you can use an item, throw it away, and then pick it back up again. Once you throw it away, it really is gone. I think that's a beautiful metaphor for life, you know? Sometimes you have to throw things away because then they will be gone. Think about traumatic memories. Think about rubbish that is cluttering your house. I am a tiny bit into minimalism, or I believe myself to be at least, but not in like a severe form, or not in like a I really adhere to strong principles form, but I am trying to be a bit mindful of my purchases, for example, in life. I am not an impulsive spender in the slightest. In fact, I think I am going a bit too far in the other direction on that domain, because I take too much time sometimes, I think, exploring different options, exploring what might be really the best for me, and I get lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce of optimization, whereas in reality, multiple options are okay. It's kind of a bit of a life lesson, if you will, or a motto or a mantra that I have been trying to teach myself to say lately. And it is, don't blow yourself up with bombs. No, it is actually the best way to do something is to do something, right? The most efficient strategy is to do it. Let's go for the classic strength upgrade. Okay, I think this is the boss. Gyros. Ah, you finally arrived. I've been watching as you cut down many of my subjects. Yeah. Pity about that. I scared my kitty a bit with that high-pitched voice. How is a wildling like you a ruler over this kingdom? The people of this land used to fear me. We found ourselves in perpetual conflict. After some time, they realized I was actually the protector of this forest. They put their trust in me and made me their lord, even though I was not one of their kind. I will not betray that trust. Fascinating backstory. You seem alright, but unfortunately, only one of us will be left standing here. If I must fight, so be it. So this guy is just peaceful, and we are for some reason still bashing our sword into his face. I want to wait for my items to recharge for a second, to be honest, and wait for my stamina to recharge as well. Oops, okay, should have dodged that, should have hit that. Right, use the right stick to aim. How could I forget? Oh, he just killed a bunny. And you call yourself the protector of the forest, my man? Murdering your own bunnies, that's not really as protective as you could be, I think. That's a nice bomb. Would be a shame if I would just dodge it. drink the health potion. Might not have been the most optimal point in time to drink the health potion already, but hey, you don't always have to optimize things. Sometimes the best way to do something is to do something. Yeah, you ever heard of that before? I think it was like Pablo Picasso that said that originally or something. At least it sounds like it was said by a very, very wise man. Little disco party after killing our first boss, and that was beautiful. Beat any level without taking any damage. Defeat Guerreros in battle. Some nice achievements. What did you have against this wildling? He seemed well enough. He had a good heart, but was too naive to rule the crooked hearts of men. On a side note, why does this place seem so familiar? Because I'm reliving my old life, I think. You and I often played in these parts when you were young. These woods were once part of your former kingdom, Duskbridge. Was that Duskbridge? I need to read the entire message before skipping along. What? You knew me as a child? Yes, of course. I served your family faithfully and came to care for you as if you were my own blood. The magic we wield renders us mages sterile, and you were the closest I could ever have to a son. Beautiful. Anyway, enough reminiscing. Back to matters at hand. That's a way more fun way of getting sterilized using magic. It's like way more fun than them just snipping everything up down there. I need to send this gentleman to the underworld. That's a bit scary and creepy. Keep up the great work. Okay, we actually have quite some areas already. Let's make a little mini-series out of this game, right? Let's try and complete it, but in multiple videos. That was our first look at Cedric and Odious. Fun, quite interesting, cool art style, simple mechanics but executed beautifully, and so far it seems fair, but I'm comparing it to Respaced, which don't even get me started on that. See you in the next one. Bye bye.